So here comes the female GOAT, and these women are going from having 3,000 people in their arenas to 20,000.
Caitlin Clark shattered expectations at the RSM Classic Pro-Am, proving once again why she's one of the most extraordinary athletes of her generation. Already a force on the basketball court, Caitlin stepped onto the golf stage and left both fans and seasoned pros stunned. Her performance wasn't just remarkable, it set a whole new standard. Think about it, a basketball superstar walks into one of golf's top events and instantly makes waves. Caitlin didn't merely compete, she transformed the game in front of everyone's eyes.
I don't really care what happens, it doesn't really matter. I don't play golf for a living, and just have fun with it. Like, this isn't, super serious. Enjoy the experience. Because there were so many people that would, kill to be in my position or be in my shoes, or the people that are following outside the ropes would love to have one opportunity to, hit a ball on the first tee or something like that. So just remind yourself how cool this experience is and don't let it pass you by. But I think that's, anything I do in life.
On the back nine, her brilliance shone brighter than ever, proving she's not just a phenomenal talent, but a fierce competitor who rises to every challenge. Every shot was precise, her composure unshakable, and her magnetic presence lit up the course. But it wasn't just about stats or scores, it was about the moment. Fans, many experiencing golf for the first time, were left utterly stunned by what they were witnessing.
I think a lot of things that me and Annika said is we share a lot of the same values, and I think that's really cool, being driven, but so do they at the same time. Like, obviously we're, professional athletes or played sport or whatever it was, but at the same time in their lives, it all relates. And I think people at times forget that. We're real humans too, and we're driven by the same things that they are.
Caitlin Clark's magnetic energy and fearless drive have breathed new life into the sport. Just her presence turned an ordinary event into an unforgettable spectacle, solidifying her status as a game-changing athlete. The Clark phenomenon was in full force, more powerful than ever. Get ready as we dive into how Caitlin didn't just play. She transformed the event, carving her name into the history books at the RSM Classic.
And it's so much different than basketball. That's why I love it. It's, individual, it's a challenge, especially mentally. Like, that's what's so beautiful about golf. And I think being outside, I love that. That's the one bad thing about being in the WNBA now. It's in the spring and the summer. Part of the fall, I really miss a lot of opportunity to play golf.
Caitlin Clark didn't just step onto the course at the RSM Classic Pro-Am. She commanded it, exuding the confidence and precision of a true pro. As she hit the back nine, it was clear this wasn't an ordinary debut. Her swing blended power and grace flawlessly, proving she wasn't simply dabbling in golf. She was there to dominate. Every shot silenced doubters and held even the most seasoned golf fans spellbound. Each stroke was deliberate, calculated, and executed with near-perfect mastery.
Clark outplaying in the Pro-Am at the RSM Classic.
Certainly the biggest sports stars in the world seem to want to spend a lot of time around.
What truly distinguished Caitlin Clark was her remarkable composure under pressure. Golf demands both mental sharpness and physical precision, and Caitlin embraced the challenge without hesitation. Her second shot on the par 5 had the crowd holding its collective breath. Not just impressive, but extraordinary, leaving her perfectly positioned for an eagle attempt. Even stepping into a completely new sport, she turned a potentially intimidating moment into a showcase of her talent. Top PGA officials, including Commissioner Jay Monahan, watched her closely, clearly amazed by her performance.
When you have a transformative athlete like Caitlin come out to another sport. She crosses over to a new sport and she brings that stardom and those fans over.
Zach Johnson, a professional golfer and fellow competitor, couldn't hide his admiration as he watched Caitlin command the course. He described her as a player who tackles tough challenges with grace, a sentiment that resonated throughout the event. Caitlin's display was a masterclass in focus, determination, and adaptability. Yet what truly set her apart was the energy she brought, electrifying everyone around her.
The presence alone is all that matters. Her love for the game is all that matters. I think probably the only person that is worried about how she plays is, I would imagine, Caitlin herself.
The crowd wasn't just cheering for golf, they were cheering for Caitlin. Many fans experiencing a golf course for the first time hung on her every move. Her energy, determination, and youthful spirit injected new life into the tournament, transforming it from a standard Pro-Am into a vibrant spectacle. She wasn't simply competing, she was elevating the entire sport.
Awesome. Caitlin loves the sport, loves the difficulty. You can tell she's a competitor. She likes to tackle hard things. It's just
By the time Caitlin Clark completed her round, her impact was undeniable. She had seamlessly connected two worlds, basketball and golf, through her unmistakable star power. Her influence went beyond the game itself. She inspired others to see sports, and especially golf, in an entirely new light. By the end of the day, Caitlin hadn't just delivered a spectacular performance, she had left a lasting mark on the RSM Classic, forever changing the way the event is experienced. Her appearance didn't just make waves, it transformed the tournament into a cultural moment.
There are so many, on both male and female, who have watched a lot of WNBA basketball this year because of Caitlin Clark. And now it seems like whatever she does, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in the arts, and now whether it's in sports here, they seem to follow her. And anything that she touches makes it a little bit better. And obviously she's doing that with golf.
This wasn't about numbers or rankings. It was proof of how a single athlete can reshape the appeal of a sport. Caitlin Clark's magnetic personality brought a fresh energy to the course, drawing in fans who might never have tuned into golf before. Many of those following her weren't typical golf spectators. They were basketball enthusiasts, WNBA fans, and devoted Caitlin Clark supporters.
I know that you work really hard in the off-season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off-season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You know, you spend a lot of time in the weight room, so.
The excitement surrounding Caitlin Clark's appearance was electric. Even with her participation confirmed just hours earlier, word spread like wildfire. The crowd swelled almost immediately, eager to witness her much-discussed golf skills in person. This phenomenon, known as the Caitlin effect, showcased her extraordinary star power. It's rare for a single athlete to raise the profile of an entire sport, yet Caitlin has consistently proven she's anything but ordinary. She brought her A game to the course, and with it, transformed casual spectators into passionate golf fans.
I love that she has a love for the game of golf. Yeah, maybe I'll ask Caitlin for some advice, some tips. Next time we'll get together, maybe it'll be on a basketball court.
Her shots were more than impressive. They were inspiring. Caitlin Clark showcased precision, versatility, and the skill to compete alongside seasoned golfers. Her calm under pressure reflected the mindset of an elite competitor. From approach shots setting up eagle opportunities to steady putting in tense moments, every move highlighted her unwavering determination. Even when a shot didn't land perfectly, the crowd cheered, recognizing her relentless drive to improve. Conversations on the course went far beyond her golf technique. PGA officials, fellow athletes, and fans alike were captivated by the broader impact of her performance.
Yeah. You got that. There you go.
180 yards is fair.
Zach Johnson described it as a truly transformative moment, commending Caitlin Clark for navigating the demands of the sport with remarkable poise. Her presence highlighted golf's inclusivity, showing it's a game for everyone. The diversity of her playing group, from executives to seasoned professionals, demonstrated how Caitlin bridges sports, generations, and fan communities alike.
Well, first of all, we're thankful that she's here. Kind of the one on, when you talk about women's sports, she's kind of, other than Nelly, it's been Caitlin.
By the time Caitlin Clark wrapped up her round, the RSM Classic Pro-Am had become more than just a tournament. It was a milestone moment for golf and sports at large. Caitlin had shifted perceptions, proving that her athletic talent knows no boundaries. The day wasn't just about setting records, it was about breaking barriers, and Caitlin Clark was at the forefront of that movement.
Those fans over, but many of the fans who were walking with her today aren't necessarily golf fans. They're either Caitlin fans or WNBA fans, and it's kind of their first exposure to the game. So a lot like last week, it was a really good step for golf and obviously for Caitlin and her fans. Now,
Caitlin Clark's showing at the RSM Classic Pro-Am didn't just captivate the crowd, it redefined what crossover athletes can achieve. With each swing, her precision, focus, and athleticism shone through, challenging expectations for someone known primarily for basketball dominance. Her second shot on the par 5 was nothing short of art, leaving her in perfect position for an eagle and sending the crowd into a frenzy, aware they were witnessing history. But it wasn't just a single highlight, it was a complete performance, packed with skill, determination, and moments that left fans completely awestruck.
I think, obviously our goal of reaching the playoffs last year we accomplished, but now, we want to be a championship contender. I think we're putting in the pieces to be able to do that, hopefully add some free agents, and you can just feel the excitement in the whole organization. organization and in the city, our fans. So honestly, I can't wait to get back out there. I wish we had a game tomorrow.
Caitlin Clark's ability to read the course like a seasoned professional was remarkable. From lining up putts to unleashing powerful drives, she displayed a level of poise and skill that felt almost superhuman for an athlete crossing over from another sport. Veteran golfer Zach Johnson described her focus and execution as unreal, noting that Caitlin thrives on challenges most would shy away from. Even experienced golf officials and commentators were left astonished at how effortlessly she adapted to such a technically demanding game.
Caitlin Clark is just such a class act. She was incredible, breaking all types of records, and that's something she was certainly proud of. We saw lots of smiles on the court.
Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. Like, she's selling out gyms, of course. Like, why would you?
What made Caitlin Clark's day truly unforgettable was the sheer charisma she brought to the course. Fans followed her from hole to hole, hanging on every move. For many, it was their first real experience with golf, but Caitlin turned it into an electrifying spectacle. In place of golf's usual quiet, the crowd buzzed with energy, cheers and chants more typical of a basketball arena. Every shot drew loud applause, and each step she took was met with admiration and awe.
Yeah, well, I'm just obviously really thankful for Gainbridge and everything that they do, not only in women's sports, but just sports in general. It's tremendous, and I feel very lucky to be a partner of theirs, and sports unites people, and that's kind of what this feels like too. It's just bringing people together where they can find joy in something.
Caitlin Clark's ability to draw such a wide-ranging crowd, basketball fans, families, and casual onlookers alike, spoke to her extraordinary star power. Her influence went far beyond athletic talent. It was about creating genuine connection. The Caitlin effect has become legendary, and today it reached new heights. Fans weren't just impressed by her performance, they were inspired by her determination, versatility, and the joy she radiated on the course. Even her off-the-course moments added to the magic of the day.
There is a lot of appropriate attention on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and we found out that the Fever Storm game from over the weekend drew 2.2 million viewers, which is massive. The WNBA has 18 games this season where they've had more than 1 million viewers average, and 16 of those 18 have featured Caitlin Clark. So you cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlin Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will watch the game.
Caitlin Clark's presence at the RSM Classic Pro-Am was nothing short of transformative. From her interactions with fans to her calm composure with PGA officials and playful exchanges with the crowd, she showed an incredible relatability. She wasn't just an athlete proving her skills, she was a role model, showing that determination, courage, and hard work can break barriers. Her impact went far beyond her game. The crowd wasn't just watching a golfer, they were witnessing a pioneer in action. Caitlin's ability to draw fans from basketball courts to golf greens highlighted her unmatched charisma and universal appeal. Every swing, every step, every glance radiated energy, excitement, and focus, reminding everyone why she's a once-in-a-generation talent. Caitlin's influence reached beyond those in attendance. By stepping into a new sport and excelling, she brought golf to an entirely new audience, inspiring fans who might never have followed the game. As one PGA official put it, she isn't just a player, she's a movement. Her performance sent a clear message: challenges are opportunities in disguise, and greatness knows no boundaries. As the sun set on the RSM Classic, it was evident this wasn't just another tournament. Caitlin had redefined what it means to be a multi-sport superstar. She turned a routine Pro-Am into a historic moment, leaving a lasting mark on golf while showing the world what happens when talent meets passion and fearlessness. Caitlin Clark is more than a star. She's a symbol of limitless potential, a trailblazer redefining what greatness looks like. Wherever she goes next, history will follow. Playing alongside golf icons and industry leaders, she proved that true greatness transcends boundaries. She didn't just compete, she brought new energy, new fans, and new meaning to the game. By the end of her round, it was clear. Caitlin Clark had made her mark, and golf would never be the same. Her extraordinary showing at the RSM Classic Pro-Am wasn't just about skill, it was a demonstration of what happens when determination, talent, and fearlessness collide. Caitlyn conquered a new arena with the same competitive fire that made her a basketball legend, turning an ordinary pro-am into an unforgettable sporting moment. Fans and critics alike watched in awe as she rewrote the narrative of what a crossover athlete can achieve. If you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in women's basketball, WNBA Original is your destination. From breaking news to inspiring stories, we bring you closer to the action and the players shaping it all. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more from WNBA Original.